I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I'm ashamed. Lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see that Spider-Man is torn. You're a little late. Spider-Man is torn.
We have been sitting on that one for a week because we didn't record last week, and on Wednesday I was like, Pearl, you know what would be fucking hilarious? And you slayed it.
That was so good. Oh, that was beautiful. That really got me. Holy shit. They should put you in, like, Marvel marketing.
I'd be good at it.
Like, you should be, like, head of advertising.
I should be head of the karaoke department of Marvel.
Ooh.
There should be a karaoke department, and I'm the president.
Who would, out of the Marvel bullpen right now, who's best at karaoke, and why is it Ryan North?
Oh, you know Ryan North can put his whole pussy into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just feel like he'd belt it out. Like,
Yeah.
he would just be so committed. Yeah.
I would just like it to be known that the official position of the Escapies podcast is that Ryan North would put his whole pussy into karaoke. And I think he should, if they're going to do that DC KO bullshit, I think they should do Marvel KO, but it's not the heroes, it's the bullpen doing karaoke.
KO Ryoki.
KO Ryoki, there we go.
Yeah.
Already this is better than DC KO.
What do you think Grant Morrison ranks?
Grant Morrison's not good at karaoke.
Not good.
Yeah, who's the worst? Because I feel like it's not Grant. I feel like it's someone else.
Are we talking about...
Who's the guy that writes Cerebus?
Dave Sim? I don't think Dave Sim has heard music in the last 20 years.
He would get up
He just
there
hears
and,
the voices in the walls.
I think it would become avant-garde then. Whereas I think if we're talking about like
Become avant-garde.
Yeah, it would get a little too avant-garde.
Whereas I think if we're talking about like classical DC writers who are the worst at it, Jeff Loeb, Frank Miller. Yeah, actually, Jeff Loeb and Frank Miller. I was gonna say Jim Lee, but I think Jim Lee would slay it. Actually,
I think Jim Lee would be fun because he's a dad. I feel like dads like don't have embarrassment.
Exactly, Jim Lee would be good at it. Scott Snyder would be good at it, because he's dad.
I feel like DWJ would be good at it.
Oh, DWJ would fucking rip at karaoke. I
First,
I know Walter.
Is Walter the mysterious guy who works here, who values his privacy in a very suspicious, mysterious
sounds
way?
like a mythological.
Yeah. What does he have, a horn?
Is Walter an op?
Oh!
How
always
dare
worth
you
asking.
ask that?
It's always worth
No,
asking.
I feel sullied after asking that. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Walter, Persephone just asked if you were an op.
I feel bad now. That hurt me worse than anything any of these bitches have ever done.
That was cold. Damn.
I feel like spiritually assassinated.
That was like a laser beam look.
Yeah.
Like if you were Lex Luthor, you'd be cut in fucking half right now.
Yeah, that's the kind of like murder that like we haven't
Uma
had at
Thurman, Kill Bill.
Yeah, that was shit that we haven't had at the Escapists since Jess worked here. Like I think Jess could kill someone with a stare like that, but we haven't had like the death sauce. That didn't make sense.
The death sauce. We haven't had the death sauce.
I've gotten only a few hours of sleep.
Should we talk comics?
Let's talk comics.
Do you have comics news? I heard you rehearsing discussions of stuff. Is there a publishing house you wanted to talk about or someone?
I guess I just wanted to briefly shout out Stranger's Press, and the only reason I'm doing that is because I think Adventures in Poor Taste wrote something about them, and also I've been kind of going through some of their stuff, specifically like I have Mechanophobe right now. I just read through The Hanging, which we'll talk about next week when we get back in stock. I think that book is spectacular. It was the first book I read this year. Loved it. But we'll talk more about it next week when we get copies again. And then Gash Gash Demon Hunter. I'm fucking up the name here. It's the new Connor McCann joint. They just do a lot of like really, really different shit. Like Mechanophobe looks like stuff you'd see like Akira Toriyama do. Like it kind of has that like early 90s like Mega Man meets Akira Toriyama character design, but applied to like this. The artist is like, yeah, I got hit by a car as a 12-year-old, and this is a fever dream about that. And it's just weird bullshit like that I'm just like, it feels like it's like pushing at some bounds here and doing stylistically unique stuff with every book in a way that like I don't think most of the companies, even companies I really like, are pushing beyond like their kind of house style or vibes, whereas like Strangers Publishing is like consistently putting out really unique, really interesting stuff that feels so unbelievably different. Like the Demon Gash thing like looks like fucking Jonan Vasquez versus McKenna Foe versus The Hanging is like much more like abstract and like like Irish radical political art.
That seems like, I feel like that's like what Image is like the best at when they're like really on.
Yeah.
Is like, here's 12 different titles that are all like incredibly different and all really weird, and like most of them will probably suck, but then like a third of them will be really, really excellent.
Yeah. What Image used to be in like the mid to late 2010s.
Yeah, because I feel like now Image is like the most run-of-the-mill like house style company around, because they've literally just gone back to what they were famous for in like the 90s.
Yeah,
you know?
Everyone's doing it. Everyone's relitigating their legacies. I've been saying it.
Yeah, and like Marvel and DC kind of always exist in that realm of like house style, no matter how like comics change.
Yeah.
With the exception of like X-Men, maybe. Like X-Men seems like it's really gone through the most intense transformations.
Well, it did with Krakoa, and then after Krakoa, they were like, all right, enough of that gay shit. We're going back to the 90s.
Oh, I miss Krakoa so bad.
Yeah, but like the like from Claremont to like Grant Morrison, even like that's a huge distinction.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Like they are continually trying new things, except for this last thing. But for the most part, they are continually trying new things. Whereas like you look at Batman for the same period of time, that's not true. Spider-Man, that's not true.
I do miss Krakoa.
Yeah, we had something. We had something beautiful. Yeah. So things had to end, but like we did have something beautiful.
Jonathan Hickman would be bad at karaoke.
Jonathan Hickman would be dog shit at karaoke.
I think Jonathan Hickman would not be pleasant to listen to.
I think it wouldn't be good at it, but would have
He'd be trying.
The spirit.
Yeah.
He would put his whole pussy into it, as the lingoes.
Yeah. He would definitely pick a really obscure song that you would just be like, what the hell just happened?
The Twin Peaks theme song is sung by Jonathan Hickman. Karaoke.
And you would love it.
Yeah, it'd be great, honestly. I do want to see Jonathan Hickman do Julie Cruz's The World Spins. Anyway, we've gotten off topic, but that was beautiful.
I want to see Tinian do like a crooner song.
Tinian would slay the house down.
Yeah.
Tinian doing like a goth anthem.
Oh yeah,
anthem,
like doing like a Cure
My
song
Chemical
or something.
Romance.
Would do the Cure really well. I could see Depeche Mode as well.
Oh, Depeche Mode would be hilarious.
Personal
Depeche
Jesus.
Mode karaoke is crazy though.
Can you imagine him doing Personal Jesus? Like drunk doing personal beautiful. We gotta leave all this in the podcast. Yeah. This is great. This is gold.
Tinian, please also come do karaoke with us. Perfect. Oh my god. Is that I think that kind of wraps up our comics news.
Yeah, I feel like if there was comics news, I have promptly forgotten it.
I've not been paying attention.
Like, I feel like there was a couple of, like, loosely interesting things. I guess, like, Chip Zdarsky's, like, guest editing a Mad Magazine issue.
Okay.
Which is cool. Alright, fine. I like Chip Zdarsky. I don't know if I have anything more to say about that than that.
Yeah. Because I've been camping the last week. Like, I haven't been reading anything.
You've literally been touching grass.
Yeah. No, I was all in the desert, so I was touching sand.
Oh, you were touching sand.
It was a little less fulfilling, I will say.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Okay. Actually, you know what? You know what? This is like borderline news, but I feel like I can share it. We got lunar copies of the first 4 books in the new Vertigo relaunch. We got the first 2 issues of Bleeding Hearts. We already got the first 3. We got the first issue. We got Nice House by the Sea 7. We got the 2 Ezra Kane, whatever, and then we got the 2 Kyle Starks and Steve Pugh, end of life thing. I've read all of them.
Good to hear that the Nice House by the Sea and the Bleeding Hearts you thought was good, though. That reassures me. Because Walter was saying someone told him that Dennis Camp was getting burnt out. And that, like, really worried me.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's not true.
Yeah, I kind of don't think that's true. I think the only...
Not just because his work would suffer, but because he's human.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't want him to be burnt out. That sounds awful.
Exactly.
And we love you, Dennis Camp.
Yeah. Friend of the pod, Dennis Camp.
Call me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Is that the second week in February or the first week in February that issue 1 comes out?
I want to say second week.
I thought it was second week.
I think it's second week,
okay.
yeah. Actually, I think it's first, second, third, fourth, because there's the 4 different books.
I thought that 2 of them released on the first week. Like, 2 of them released on the second week, and then they released the other 2, but I could be wrong.
Podcast listeners, we will get back to you about this.
Let me look it up right now. Hold on, because I can answer this.
In the interim, while Tate is looking up this information, actually, wait, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
We're going to give us a juicy tidbit of comic news. You guys heard about Dave Pilkey, right?
Oh, yeah, he's in that bunker, right?
Yeah. Well, they got him out of the bunker, and now he's been sentenced to 3 years in prison.
Sentenced to 3 years? I thought it was... Wait, no. Someone else told me it was death.
Well, yeah, after the 3rd year, he gets to die.
Oh, wait, is this like some newfangled, like, we put you in jail and then we kill you kind of thing?
It's like a liberal California way to do it.
Oh, it's the Gavin Newsom method.
The Gavin Newsom.
I see.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? Wait, no, you are right. It's first week of February is Nice House by the Sea, then Bleeding Hearts, then End of Life, then The Peril of the Brutal, Dark, and Ezra Kane Mystery.
You know what?
Yeah,
Once again, right. Persephone was always right.
Okay, I want to hear what Pearl has to say about Dave Pilkey.
Well, the allegations came out.
Oh.
What were the allegations?
Is this like political allegations, or is this like Neil Gaiman allegations?
It's arson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dave Pilkey has come out as an arsonist.
Whoa.
And he's and hid in a bunker for years, setting small forest fires in parts of New Zealand, and is now in prison for 3 years.
I mean, I guess when you have like 10% of the comics market money, you can just jet set to fucking New Zealand to set fires all you want. They won't stop you.
He's a billionaire.
What the fuck?
Yeah. No, You know what? I gotta say, like, I don't usually respect rich people, and I do think billionaires should be put down like dogs, but Dave Pilkey, like, making the most of that billion, you know?
Arsonist queen.
He's getting kids to read. He's getting... and he's burning down resorts.
What are you guys doing right now?
Well, I didn't have any news, so I just wanted to have news.
Thought you'd make some up.
Yeah.
We're getting into tabloid journalism. We're becoming comic book resources. We're bleeding cool. Finally, we're gonna be the bleeding cool of the
Fox
comics podcast.
Comics. Alex Jones of the podcast of the comics industry.
If you read that Absolute Wonder Woman shit, you're that Absolute Wonder Woman, it makes you fucking gay.
Yeah.
And
they injected Grant Morrison, and now they're a they.
Actually, to transition, Morrison's The Invisibles was the first time that I saw, like, positive representation of a trans woman, and I remember being 16 years old reading that, and I'm talking about this because the compendium came out this week.
Which I have things to say about, but continue.
Yeah, we'll talk about this. But this was the first time I'd seen, like, a relatively positive portrayal of a trans woman, which, again, is, like, mixed. She is a little bit all over the place, let's say, but, like, for the time was, like, shockingly good for the time and for the medium that we are in. And I remember being a little 16-year-old closeted transsexual and going like, wow, I'm having a lot of feelings about Lord Fanny, which is an insane name. And then lo and behold, 2 years later, I became a whole ass transsexual.
It got you.
Lord Fanny got me.
The 5-dimensional comics of Grant Morrison reached their hand out and transitioned you.
There is a subgenre of trans women who I am among who are like, who read too much Grant Morrison as teenagers and then became like adult transsexuals.
Oh, Rick told us that.
That was wild. Thank you, Rick, for that tidbit.
Yeah, said in a recent interview, apparently.
I don't know.
Again, this is just tabloid hearsay.
We could... Okay, no. I was about to launch into a whole thing discussing Morrison's, like, gender shit. We're not going to do that. I'm ixnaying myself.
The reason that I have shit to say about The Invisibles is because I just bought the Omnibus. And I didn't know that a fucking, like, half the price compendium would come out. And the Omnibus is fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And obviously with my discount, it's the price of the, like, cover price, or, like, a little bit, like, not the price. It is a bit more than the cover price of the, like, straight up of just, like, the compendium.
Mm-hmm.
And it is cooler, but I am pissed, and it made me think of this bit from a Simon Hanselman book that I'm going to make you read with me.
Yes, please. And I have
from the opening of Seeds and Stems. You can be Werewolf Jones. They're at a record store.
Oh, holy fuck! Whoa!
What is it, Jones?
This record, I've been looking for it forever. It's got all these super rare B-sides. They've never been reissued.
Oh, cool. Whoa, $100?
I don't care. I gotta have it. No more eating for me this month.
Music plays.
Huh. A lot of this stuff seems kind of rushed. Fuck.
Months later. Hey Jones, isn't this that band you like? Looks like a new box set of all that rare stuff you have. Budget repackaging for bandwagon jumpers. All of your collecting was for nothing. Fuck you.
It says that?
That was running through my head the minute I saw that. I had to get it out.
Yeah,
I was so pissed.
Incredible. If it assuages you any, I will say I am pretty sure this does not include the letters columns, because the omnibus includes some of the letters columns, specifically the letters columns where Morrison is like, hey, so the first volume of my series is about to be canceled. Now, let's talk about sigil magic, and we're going to save my book. Now, you can charge sigil magic any kind of way. Here's how you do it. Here's a long description of how to do it. Now, you can charge it in all kinds of ways. You could hurt yourself, but that's a bad idea. Don't do that. You know what's better to do? Jerk off about it. And then gives detailed instructions, and then you know what? The book didn't get canceled. And that whole letter's in the omnibus edition, and it's not in here. I can guarantee you that. And I know for a fact because I have the omnibus edition from when I was a teenager.
Did you do the sigil magic?
Yeah, did you do it?
The answer is yes.
Oh my God.
It did not work.
What do you mean it didn't work? The book didn't get canceled.
Well, no, no.
The series was already over.
The series was already over by this time. I tried to do the magic.
You tried to reboot it?
No. I tried to do the magic for something else because it was a description of like, here's how you do sigil magic in general, and now with everything we've learned, let's apply it to the book. But they just like give a description of like how to do this jerk off sigil magic, and I was like, little 14-year-old me was like, that's crazy. Let's do it.
Babe, why are you jerking off so much? I'm trying to get Grant Morrison off of fucking DCKO and back on Invisibles.
God willing, they like do something again that is that fucking Deadpool Batman or fucking like that Xanadu thing they're doing.
Deadpool Batman, or not DCKO.
I mean, I think they probably did something for they did something for fucking Metal. But anyway, we're getting off the rails here. Point is, it does not include the jerk off letter, and that's probably worth half the price at least.
You heard it here first, folks. Get the omnibus.
No, yeah, actually get the compendium edition. But I am very excited to talk about this book with you later in the year because I'm gonna reread all of this. I know parts of this are phenomenal, and I know parts of this aged like milk. Okay. And I remember enough to know which parts some of those are. So it's gonna be fun to talk about.
Is she the trainee?
Yes, she's the transsexual. Yeah, yeah.
I like her.
No, she's great. She's actually really funny.
She's so tall.
She's really tall. She's like she's just like a very out and proud trans woman. Like there's a whole
That's so sick.
there's scenes of her like buying breast forms. There's like scenes of her like kicking the fuck out of transphobes. There's a bit where she like, this is a slight, very very slight spoiler, but she like burns a hole in the Area 51 fence by like doing jerk off magic. That is like a plot point.
Again with the jerk off magic.
Morrison was a lonely child with a lot of hobbies. Like it's very clear like Morrison was very lonely at a certain point in their life.
I mean, they were born bald, and they stayed bald. Did you know that about them?
What? No, really?
Yeah, Grant Morrison was born bald. They had,
You heard it here first, folks.
yeah, they had, in utero alopecia.
Oh.
And so they, like, just never had hair.
Holy shit.
Well, there's no, like, pictures of them with hair, because they, like, never had hair.
Wow.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh my god, I believed it!
Yeah, I was really...
Listen, guys, I was also fibbing about Dave Kilkey earlier.
What?
No.
I like bet on this. I place horse race bets on this. I'm out thousands of dollars, babe, with the bookstore money that we make.
Oh,
you know,
no.
Grabs Pearl's face, pulls it off like a mask. Alex Jones!
This is a really insane episode. I think we should leave all of it. We've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We should have a longer episode.
A lot of energy.
The jerk off episode.
Did you see my title for the last one?
No,
It
what
was
was
like
the last
episode
title?
8, Batman versus the crazy bird lady from Home Alone 2.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that.
Okay.
That was fun.
Thank you.
I'm also consider Spider-Man. I'm torn.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah. that would be the episode be the episode title. By
Hell
Grant
yeah.
Morrison.
By Grant Morrison.
Bald from birth in parentheses. You know who actually was born crazy is Alan Moore was born not with a beard but out of his mom's butt.
Stop.
Ew. It's all connected, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alan Moore voice. It's actually about how appeared to me in the womb. There was Jack the Ripper. He just appeared to me and he shocked me. He shocked me sight unseen. And I got this big out of air and I fell out of and it's like the hole is like it's like the great dragon. I don't know what's up with my accent. It's not.
This is fascinating.
This is the 2 hours of sleep I got.
I like how every time you talk to me, the number gets smaller.
I feel like I've slept less each time I talk.
Fine. There's at least 3.
It was
And
3.
you slept in the car on the way to the dentist.
I closed my eyes on the way to the dentist.
But yeah, that's Grant Morrison's Invisibles Compendium. It's a paperback. Is it $69.99?
It's $59.99.
$59.99, so $60 and some change.
But if it's Canada, $78.99.
Damn.
And it's a good solid like 40 plus issues of story. Like some of the like Phil Jimenez did a bunch, Philip Bond did a bunch, Jill Thompson did a bunch. Some really killer artists worked on that series.
Sick, yeah. I think that's how Shelley Bond met Philip Bond.
Oh shit, was this book?
I think it was through Grant Morrison.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
They're like still together.
Yeah, they are. They do books sometimes together. The way she talks about him is really sweet. She's like, and I got to marry my favorite comic book artist of all time.
That's sweet.
Philip Bond. And it's really adorable, yeah. Other books we read this week, I read, it's Frontier, right?
Frontier, yeah, Gillaume Singelin's Frontier.
That was incredible. Upon your recommendation, I read it. I was talking to Walter about this. I was like, the way that I trust Persephone's taste is very interesting because if she raves about anything, like, I will pick it up and, like, I will 100% trust it. But if she pans something, I, like, will still probably pick it up. As in Jeff Johns' Green Lantern, and at some point 100 Bullets, to research the canon for Vertigo.
Yeah.
Not from any excitement.
No, I get it. I've been on a Vertigo kick too. We'll talk about that later.
But this was one that you recommended to me as like incredible. As one of your favorite books from 2024.
Yeah.
And I'm halfway through it. It's a big book, like both in terms of like the aspect ratio of the paper. It's like a large, almost square book.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like pretty thick, and it's not light on text, but it's not like a super heavy book. And it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like, I was thinking of it as like, I was trying to describe this to Walter, and I said it was like ducks, but in outer space.
Yeah.
Because it's like super blue collar storytelling about people who are just like packed in like sardines. They're being like exploited in every way imaginable. It's like destroying them, but they're on like a space station.
Yeah.
And
it's
they're
not
like all like cute little chibi creations. Like they're like adorable. They're still humans, but they're like adorable little guys.
Yeah, they're adorable little guys. And like it's dark, but it's not like dystopian in the traditional sense of like, oh, it's like dark colors and everything's gloomy vibes, but it is like, yeah, we just live under capitalism.
Yeah,
capitalism
I think it just
sucks.
reveals like the dystopia that we already live in, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah.
I would almost like not even call it dystopian, because part of me is like, if we make it that far, like, damn.
Yeah, this is like almost optimistic, because if we actually made it that far, it'd be closer to some like Event Horizon shit.
Yeah, it feels very timely too.
Yeah.
With like all the Elon Musk SpaceX shit. I think it's like a really strong indictment of like what capitalism will do.
Yeah.
To space. And it's one of those comics, and I think this is like one of my favorite genres of sci-fi comics, where every panel has like 200 things going on.
Yeah.
It's like they're never just alone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's like a person like wheeling someone down a gurney because they're injured in the background, and someone else is smoking, and there's like steam coming up from the vents, and like there's like thrown away enrolled soda cans, and like it's all packed into this like beautifully like pretty pastel colored comic. And it's really intense. Like I'm really invested.
Yeah.
I just got to the monkey, so I'm like halfway through.
Yes, the monkey named Goku.
Yeah, the song Goku. Yeah. That made me laugh. It's really sweet too.
Yeah.
I think it's like the main character is like really nice. I don't know.
It's part of this like recent. Like, because Gillaume Singelin did the character designs for a video game called Citizen Sleeper, which is like a big narrative, like, and it's very similar, like working class sci-fi, like people in kind of desperate situations under capitalism, but all still like very, very deeply human. Like, it's not cynical kind of storytelling. It's like very humanist, very like down to earth, day to day. Kind of like, how do we build like build community, and how do we build spaces and little niches for ourselves in like tight cramped quarters and tight cramped social stratification.
I think this is one of those books too where like I feel like it's what we need more of in like the post Dune movie era.
Yeah.
Where it's like sci-fi has to be like this huge sprawling story about like a single person who's like an epic hero saving the day, and like something that's more like just about like pretty everyday people and like the heroics that they go through every day just to be, you know?
Yeah.
And like the extraordinary stuff that like they do every day, but set in this like really cool sci-fi place.
Yeah.
We have a few of those. They're beautiful, and they're really nice like books just to have.
Yeah, the cartooning is unbelievable in these books. Like the detail with every single panel and every single character design, it's just everything tells its own story almost. Like you just get to see the inside of all of the like spacecrafts, and like they'll just zoom out and you'll see like the entire like landscape, and it's, you're almost just like, wow, this is such a throwaway little panel, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it feels like an hour could have been spent drawing every single one.
Yeah, more than an hour. Gosh, I hope so. Jeez.
It reminds me of something my friend Rory said. She was talking about movies in this case, but I think it applies here, where she was kind of like, I really like movies where like it's clear that the creator is like interested in like other people's lives, like just like background people having lives and their own experiences, and like things feel lived in, not just to fill something out, but because there's like a genuine curiosity about people. And this feels like one of those comics. It feels like there is, to both of to point to things y'all said, like it feels very invested in like as much in like the guy doing like crop work in the corner over here, and this guy smoking a cigarette, and this woman like coordinating this like movement of delivery.
Yeah. I think too, and these are two really different books. I think if you've heard us describe them both, which you have by now, like you'll realize how different they are. But I think if you like Lee Lai, I think you would find a lot to enjoy in Frontier, because I think they both write with the same kind of like really deep, really tangible empathy for the characters that they're writing and drawing. And in Lee Lai, that takes the form of like really, really empathetic character writing between like at most 3 people or something. But here, there's like that much empathy, but it's being spread out really deeply among every single person who shows up, whether they're a character or not, whether they speak, whether you ever see them again.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of blown away. I think it's like one of my favorite indie books that I've read in a while.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me really happy you read that and are connecting with it so much.
Yeah. I didn't know you had read it.
Yeah, I read it a long time ago. It was just one of those books Persephone was like, you gotta read this. And I was like, you're right. You're always right.
She's always right. Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
Plus, I had played the video game that he had done the character designs for, and it just made me really interested in the book. Because that game had top-notch character design.
I feel like you'd be good at game design.
You'd be really good at game design.
It.
You got that? You'd have that like Akira Toriyama doing like Dragon Quest touch. I know we've brought up Akira Toriyama a couple of times, and I know he's like a big influence for you, but you absolutely do have that like, you're like really good at like doing like, as opposed to like Gillaume Singelin doing like very, very like, you can see somebody's entire life on their body. Like you can see like every little minute thing. You're really good at like drilling down to an essence and like an expression. Like I'm thinking about Akira Toriyama designing the blob sprite. Right. Like there was like the blob sprite, and it looked kind of boring when somebody that was not Toriyama did it, and it was just like very boring. And then Toriyama just like pushed over this like very simple but incredibly like evocative little design, and it like it's still like you if you saw it, like if I pulled up a picture of it, you'd know what it was. Yeah. Even if you've never played those games, and I've never played those games, but like it's so unbelievably iconic that you're like, that's Akira Toriyama, that's a blob, that's from this era of gaming. And it has this tone. It's like it's so evocative, in the way that like early Pokemon. Yeah. I think you have that kind of design in your art. Like I think you have like a very like classical cartoonist like
praise.
I know. Yeah. That's sweet.
Game companies put Dr. Pearl on.
I believe this firmly.
Give her lots and lots of money.
Please.
Each and every day. So yeah, put your money where your fucking mouth is. Support trans women. That's what I'm gonna say, but I'm saying that always, and also support my girl. But yeah, I'm also saying that always.
You're just trans women to her. What else do we have? I was looking at Witch's Egg. Yeah, tell me what's up with Witch's Egg.
So I've been eyeing Witch's Egg for a little while. It's part of Avery Hill, and like Avery Hill, I will say, is like, because we were talking about companies that do have a pretty kind of similar style, and like I would say Avery Hill kind of does, but what they do is very good. Like they did Mimi and the Wolves, and The Impending Blindness of Billy Scott, the reprint of Alone in Space, with a few like odd ones out, kind of like The Hard Switch by Owen D. Palmery, which is also kind of The Hard Switch is kind of like Citizen Sleeper adjacent, and Frontier adjacent. I don't think it's quite as good, but I still think it's pretty good. But The Witch's Egg is fucking deranged. It's kind of like somewhere between like Isabel Greenberg's like mythology stories, like 1000 Nights of Hero, or 100 Nights of Hero, which got made into like a dumbass looking movie. Don't like they like eliminated all the cool like aesthetic elements to kind of make it look like fucking Bridgerton or whatever. Don't like if it doesn't have the little bird boy in it, I don't give a shit. If it doesn't have Bird Dad, I don't give a fuck. Like if it doesn't have Isabel Greenberg's cartooning, I don't give a shit. But Isabel Greenberg, I bring her up because she blurbs this, and it's kind of got that mixed with kind of a very like Lisa Frank meets Alabaster Pizzo. If I don't think anyone here is familiar with Mimi and the Wolves, but like great little book that came out in like 2020. I think Pizzo has moved on to other things, but I don't know. I like that book a lot. This is kind of a weird book to talk about because it's like it's kind of loose where like a lot of things happen, but like the exactitudes of what happens is not always the most important. It's kind of about more these like this like lesbian cat witch fucks a bird woman who is also an angel and a devil at the same time, and the bird angel mom gives her eggs, but then she also gets infested with the psychic worm king and goes crazy and tries to kill all the kids, and so the cat witch takes the kids and sacrifices parts of that. This is like all the it's crazy. There's a lot of shit that happens, but it's just gorgeous cartooning.
I'm taking this home with me. This
You
looks
should.
Really cool.
It's beautiful.
I'm gonna read that.
The cartooning is extraordinary. Like some of my favorite
really
cartooning.
Cute. I like it.
It's really cute. It's really funny. Like there's some really good grotesque horror work when it wants to be, but it like mostly kind of exists in this like. It feels like Donya Todd, the creator who made it, Donya Todd. Donya Todd feels like somebody who would have like worked on Adventure Time and then after leaving Adventure Time just like flowered into like kind of like Sloane Leong did, where like worked on Adventure Time, did like incredibly cool stuff, and then like went and did their own thing and then just flowered into these like wild deranged visions. Donya Todd kind of has that energy, and like I loved this book. I liked it a lot. Whatever Donya Todd does next, I will be sat the fuck down for.
Damn, I need to read this. It looks really cool inside.
Yeah.
All right, well, add another book to my list. Damn, twist my arm, why don't you? You guys have another book. It's very shiny.
Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about this one a ton right now. I probably can say more things about it. I'm going to save some of that for our upcoming Best Books of the Year podcast.
Yeah.
Because I've read the full... So what this is Evan Dom's Vatu, and people who've been in the store have known that I've raved about Evan Dom. Like, if you come in here, I will rave about Evan Dom to you. I think he's the best working, like, fantasy comics person right now, period, point blank. I read The Last Delivery last year, which was one of my favorite books last year. Or, sorry, the year before last. 24. And in 25, I just read almost everything else he's ever written. Including Vatu, which was a thing he worked on for like 10 years or something like that. It's 4 volumes long. You can read the whole thing for free online, but Iron Circus is starting to reprint them for the first time in like several years. So the first of those 4 volumes, Evan Dom's Vatu, The Name and the Mark. It's a 4-book series. This is book 1. Just came out in this week, and it's beautiful. It's sexy. It's got this beautiful red trim. Again, I won't say too much about it right now, other than to kind of bounce off anything Pearl has to say about it, because we'll talk about it more on the cast. But I think it's fucking extraordinary. And you just read it. What did you?
I literally read it today. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't know. Persephone seems to like this book, so she's always right. It's extraordinary. It's really good world building. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I feel there's a connection here, but it's like it reminds me of the world building that you get from Avatar: The Last Airbender, mm-hmm. where there's a lot of like you kind of soak up like what is culturally happening in the show and like how the different elemental powers sort of like connect to different types of people and peoples. Mm-hmm. And there's a sort of like osmosis that you're sort of like absorbing while you're reading the book that sort of clues you into the larger world building. Mm-hmm. Like things aren't really like spoon fed to you. We kind of just jump right into it.
Yeah, that's a really astute observation. I wouldn't have drawn that comparison immediately with it. But you're really right. Like they're very different works in a lot of respects, but in that way, absolutely. Like they both kind of just immerse you in this world and in this culture or in these like many cultures and like with this like wide swath of history, and they don't just like tell you a whole lot. They kind of just like let you kind of figure it out.
Yeah, it's strange how clearly deeply dense this book is, while also being actually such a easy and quick read. Mm-hmm. At the same time.
Yeah.
I think I blew through it in like an hour or hour and a half or something. So much of the storytelling just happens on like facial expression and like stuff like that, and the paneling just really guides you through the book in such a good and beautiful way. I love the character design. I love the dog people. I love the strange like war people who are just these sort of like black cyclops looking things. Vatu herself is like a strange sort of cone-headed like alien who, well, not alien to that planet, but alien to me, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, Vatu is a
I need to read this.
It's from a
Please,
nomadic
you should.
tribe.
We have multiple copies on the shelf.
A nomadic tribe that like follows a herd of animals, and like that's like their whole thing, and like they are coming up against a larger empire that's starting to take over the country land, or maybe the world. I can't really tell. And Vatu gets sold into the empire, and hijinks ensue.
Not usually how it gets sold into the empire, hijinks ensue.
It's really good.
I think I should also mention that this and The Witch's Egg are both kind of beautiful additions.
Yeah.
I think they're beautiful in incredibly different ways. Vatu has like kind of shiny red page edges and like this really nice gold font, and then The Witch's Egg is like it's really intoxicating bright colors all over the place. It's very fun. It reminds me a little bit of like some of Silver Sprocket's cover designs. Like I think there's a lot of crossover in the two.
Yeah, they're really similar. Like not Secret Acres. Avery Hill and Sprocket, like classical Sprocket, I should say, like have a very similar kind of wavelength.
Yeah.
And then Iron Circus does Vatu, and Iron Circus is a fun company where they do everything from like here's some like anthologies to like here's Evan Dom's like beautiful fantasy and horror work to here's they did the Ship of Fools last year that was like folk punk train hopper fantasy porn. And it was really good too. Like Jonas Goonface did a really good job on that. That's not going to be on my best of the year list because the other things just superseded it. But if you like just like really good cartooning and you're into like fun, weird like fantasy pornography, it's very good.
Okay. Wow, that sounds that's deeply intriguing and it sounds crazy and awesome.
Nothing else is like it. Yeah, there's like crazy gay monster sex.
Wow.
On trains and shit. It's like classical fucking like train hopping, like hijinks. Yeah, hijinks ensue.
Yeah.
It all circles back. But yeah, Vatu's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
I think my next book it's far less beautiful. It'll look far less beautiful on your shelf. I think it's probably also far less beautiful in almost every way.
I'm curious.
But I've been reading Superman Unlimited by Dan Slott, and Albuquerque is the writer whose first name I'm blanking on.
Oh, Raphael. Yeah,
Raphael Albuquerque. And it's really good. It's like really solid. There's like I don't know if it's going to be like a limited series. Like, I don't know how many issues they have planned for it. And I'm like 7 of the 9 issues in.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like the arc that they're currently on is not going to be ending anytime soon. Because it's kind of... As of right now, it's like the whole basis upon which the story and the series is founded. The story... what happens is like Superman... The Justice League realizes that a giant... Have you read it?
I know.
Okay.
You showing it to me today, I had been I will admit I had been fundamentally disinterested in the series until you started showing me bits of it today, and I was like, oh, actually, okay.
Yeah, because what I meant to read when I sat down this morning, I thought that it was the Joshua Williamson, like, mainline Superman series with just, like, Unlimited on the cover. Mm-hmm. So I looked up Superman Unlimited to read it, because didn't want to shift through a bunch of comics. And I was reading it, and then I quickly realized this is not what I thought it was, but it's also really good. And the premise is, like, a giant, like, Earth-destroying meteor just shows up out of the blue without the Justice League, like, realizing it's happening. Because it's coated in this, like, metal that should only exist in the future that, like, stops anyone from, like, recognizing it. And so Superman has to go save the world, and he goes to, like, destroy the asteroid, and he, like, breaks through the metal, and it's full of kryptonite.
Oh, shit.
And it crash lands on Earth with Superman under it. And then all of a sudden this, like, country in the DC universe has, like a small continent-sized, like, ball of kryptonite to work with.
Oh,
and they,
my
like,
God.
flood the market with it.
Whoa.
But it's, like, it becomes... At first I was like, oh, this is, like, a fine premise or whatever. But it much like most of this book, it becomes a far more interesting concept. Because it becomes, like, a tradable stock.
Yeah.
And so, like, women are, like, wearing it as, like, earrings. And, like, he goes to, like, save people and, like, finds they're, like, carrying it on them as, like, an accessory, as, like, a show of wealth.
Whoa.
And this country starts to try and, like, exploit the kryptonite for wealth to, like, sell it everywhere. And so Superman is, like, trying to figure out how to... He's basically forced to live in a world where he's still invulnerable unless someone has kryptonite, but it's, like, it begins to be, like, this really strange commentary on, like, wealth and, like, trade. I haven't quite worked out, like, how deep this text goes. But it's, like, it's far more interesting than I would have expected, and there's a really heavy emphasis on the Daily Planet.
Yeah.
Because they get bought out by, like, some big conglomerate or something, and there's, like, a lot of, like, news journalism commentary going on, which has made me want to read Ultimate Marvel Frontline, or, sorry, Civil War Frontline, the, like...
Oh, yeah. Wow, I completely forgot about that.
Which, that sounds like the most interesting Civil War thing. But it's really fun, and then every issue, like, ends on a cliffhanger, and there's, like... I have no idea where it's going, honestly, but it's really fun. It's no Kryptonite Spectrum, but it's good. Yeah. And there's, like, goofy shit. Like, Damian Wayne is in it, and he's, like... kind of catty with it.
The Damian Wayne shit you were showing me was like, you were showing it to me and I was like, oh, like Dan Slott like gets Damian Wayne like instantly.
Yeah.
Like some of the shit Damian Wayne is doing in this book is like so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And also all the Gorilla City shit that is happening
so
was
I think,
so good.
I wanted to clarify because I think my description made it sound like way more serious than it is. This is as goofy as Kryptonite Spectrum, just in like a very different way. It's like, yeah, like a huge portion of this book involves one of the many flirtations between Jimmy Olsen and a gorilla girl.
What do we call this? What do you call him? A gorilla girl? Gorilla girl.
Teenah.
What do we call him? We call him like a gorilla girl chaser.
Yeah, Jimmy Olsen, gorilla girl chaser.
What's that gorilla grip? You know.
But yeah, there's like some really funny stuff in this. Like, Damian Wayne is like secretly stealing all of the E's from the Daily Planet signs and hiding them in like a lead-lined vault in the Batcave so that Superman won't find out.
The fact that he didn't just steal one, but that he's been stealing them is the funniest reveal I could possibly imagine.
I think the craziest part is that it's happened at like all of their locations, and they have international locations. So he's going to like Themyscira and like stealing the E from the Daily Planet. It's crazy. Like I don't.
That's so good.
It's just so goofy and silly. And it's Dan Slott. And I love Dan Slott. Honestly, like his Spider-Man is maybe my favorite Spider-Man run. And like he makes me think a lot about Mark Waid, where I think they're just like both. Just like masters of the trade rather than like masters of the art, perhaps.
Yeah,
not to say they're not artists. I think they are artists, but like, I think they just get it. They understand the assignment and they sit down and they're like, cool, got it.
Yeah.
I don't need you to tell me what to do. I'm just gonna cook. And they exist like somewhere just below the like intensity of quality of like the Scott Snyder Batman from like New 52 or something, where it's like that feels like really good, And then all of the Mark Waid, Dan Slott stuff is like, this is just exactly what it should be, and I like what it should be, so I'm eating good, you know?
Exactly. They remind me a lot of, like, the James Gunn Superman, where it's like, this isn't going to revolutionize the game, but it doesn't have to, and it knows exactly what it's supposed to be and should be.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the platonic ideal of, like, what a monthly title, because, like, every monthly title can't be, like, Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, you know? Like, they can't come out of the gate and all be, like, fucking masterpieces, but, like, most of your books should just be at, like, ideally, at, like, a consistent, high quality of, like, thoughtful, fun output that engages with the character, but doesn't have to be, like, a fucking, you know, treatise on... I used it right this time. Treatise on, like, you know... It's like, it just, like, understands these characters really well and knows that they're fucking fun.
It also, I think it gets what the fans really want, which is just, like, fun stuff to read, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think I'd much rather read something, like, really fun than... I think part of me, too, is, like, I'd much rather read something that, like, really swung for the fences and, like, flopped like crazy than something that is... just, like, so bad because no one is even trying to do it right.
Yeah.
Much less, like, revolutionize something.
Yeah.
Like, Mark Waid and Dan Slott, like, they're not revolutionizing, but, like, that's just, like, what all of your books should be. If you cut your titles down by, like, 75%, you could do it.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It's possible. Actually easy, in fact. It would probably actually save you money to not be churning out... Like, actually, sorry, a piece of news it reminded me of was that they announced that Marvel was like, we're gonna do, it's like a, like, Civil War or something, and it's like all the untold stories of the Civil War era, and it's like, who fucking asked for this? Like, what do I need to know from the Civil War era? Like, that you can, like, specifically, like, Marvel Civil War, not like, you know, the Emancipation Proclamation, Civil War, like, what do I fucking need to know about, like, Iron Man internment camps? Like, I don't, in the negative zone, I feel like we covered it. It's not that interesting.
Yeah. We already have that, and it's in James Gunn's Superman.
Yeah, which was better in every way.
Yeah, God, that was so good.
It's so good. Gas-ass movie, so good. Like, my life was, like, actively falling apart at that time, and I remember being in the theater being like, man, everything is so bad, but this movie was real good.
Yeah, I think when I watched it, I, like, wanted something very comforting, and it, like, hit the spot. It was like a warm cup of soup. Yeah. As it, like, rained outside my bedroom window or something, you know?
Yeah. It's that thing you've talked about many times, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's like, goddamn, if it isn't just nice to see a hero who wants to help people.
Yeah. Like, he saves people above everything else, which is, like, more than any other superhero. Superman is, like, that's... him.
Yeah, he saves that squirrel.
know?
Apparently people didn't like the fucking squirrel thing. We're getting a little off topic here, but people, apparently test audiences didn't like him saving the squirrel, and James Gunn was like, no, fuck you guys, you're wrong, and kept it in, and he was right. He was right. What fucking test audience didn't like the squirrel thing?
I was also thinking, like, I feel like there's something really interesting. This is maybe overreading James Gunn's Superman, but to me, like, I read that scene too as him, like, being an alien who wants to, like, save all life on Earth.
Yeah.
Which I think is, like, an interesting flavor, because it's, like, I do think they don't make him... They don't go into the trap of either making him way too human or way too alien. Yeah. Because I think he does a good job of, like, showing that Superman has, like, a different view of the world and, like, exists differently, which, like, he just would. Yeah. But he still, like, he saves people and the squirrel. And he gets mad and misses his mom and shit. I don't know. Just good job. Good job, Jim. Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel similarly.
Hell yeah. I think I watched it the second time with you. Pearl's cousin name redacted, or nephew name redacted here. Anyway.
Pearl doesn't have a family or anyone that she's close to. You can't hurt her that way.
She emerged fully formed from an egg which descended from heaven. It rolled like a Katamari ball down from heaven.
You actually can't look directly at her.
I know, I've tried.
She's too bright.
That's why my eyes look like that. You know how my eyes look, right? Like that. That's why my eyes look like that.
People who pay for the Patreon can see what her eyes look like on the live stream.
Yeah. 24-hour live stream of my eyes.
Yeah. I was tell you about how my friend Cyrano works at the eyeball factory.
Okay, I was in the car when you were kikiing with her, and that was one of the most insane overheard phone calls I've ever heard in my life. And second of all, I heard about the eyeball factory. You turned to me mid-conversation while she was talking and said, remind me to tell you about the eyeball factory sometime, and then never told me about the eyeball factory.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about the eyeball factory really briefly. But,
Thank you.
My friend...
Beep.
She works at... Have you ever seen those stores that, like, scan rich people's eyeballs and make huge prints of their irises?
Right.
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a business. It's like a weird business people have.
Yeah, so... Cyrano, she's like this, like, goth trans femme woman with, like, sparkles on her face and, like, this very kind of, like, ethereal majesty.
Hell yeah.
And she works at the eyeball factory and she, like, scans people's eyeballs. And they make, like a print is, like, $2,000 or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They'll also put it on, like, necklaces, or they'll put your iris on, like, a ring.
Oh, really? I thought it was
This
just,
is
like,
crazy.
big-ass...
They do all kinds of things, yeah. But the prints are the coolest, yeah. If you get those giant print of your iris and it just looks all galactic in there, it's pretty cool.
This is a whole new world that I had no knowledge of.
You know where they have a lot of these is Amsterdam.
Really?
Yeah, when I was there with Casey, I saw, like, 4 distinct eyeball stores. So something about Amsterdam makes people, like, really want to get their eyeballs scanned.
I mean,
all
I
the
guess
drugs they do over there.
I was about to say, if you're really like, if I was really high and I found out that eyeball stores existed, I'd be like, well, I don't have the money to do that, but like, what if we like broke in and like fucked around with the machinery? We could scan my eyeballs. I don't know why that
I think
voice
you
was.
are really high. I have officially closed up the store. I locked the doors tight.
Let's have a kiki.
And we will have a kiki.
Motherfucker.
And I closed the drawer, and I locked the door. I already said that. Anyways, I'm ready to go.
Okay, I think we're... Is there anything else we want... I'll save this, I think, for the most part. I'll just briefly shout out something... Okay, yeah, I'll do 2 brief shout-outs and then we'll be ready to go. One, none of us have read this, but a book called Fuss Tuck came into the store today, or released by Robert... You know what? I'm going to learn how to pronounce this name. I don't want to butcher it on air. I'm going to learn how to pronounce this middle name before I say it. But yeah, Fuss Tuck. It looks really good. It's kind of the intersection of, like, Persian and Armenian cultures and, like, food. It looks to be kind of YA adjacent, kind of like... Trung Le Nguyen's like Magic Fish kind of reminds me a little bit of that. I haven't read it yet, but it looks fucking beautiful.
It is gorgeous. Gorgeous
work, and I love the colors. It's like got a very good monochromatic thing going on. We'll talk about that some other time, but it looks really good. Came out this week. Check it out. And simultaneously, we'll talk more about this later, Tate. But I've been rereading all of Delano's Hellblazer. It was a huge root for me as like a little 13-year-old, and some of it I remember unbelievably well, and some of it I'm like, I completely forgot all of that.
All the stuff that you say you read as a teenager makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like, every time you say something was formative, I'm like, yeah, I could have guessed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it really does track that, like, a smoking faggot that, like, is really into, like...
I can't leave that in. There's no shot. I'll get fired. She'll can my ass.
Beep, 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 beep. Anyway, that's, But yeah, Hellblazer being a formative thing, I've wanted to revisit it this year. I try to do some revisits, like, every year. I try to read mostly new stuff, but every year I try to do a couple of revisits. I did From Hell last year. Really loved revisiting that. This was also incredibly formative to me. I'm having a blast reading through Delano's. He really was one of the best to ever do it. It rocks. It's great. Almost all of it cooks unbelievably hard. There's some new stuff that I'm excited to get to. We'll talk about that some other time, but yeah. I've been having a blast.
This was a lovely episode, guys.
I think this might be some of our best work.
Yeah.
I love you.
We love y'all.
I love you too. I love all of you.
Bye.
Pearl, can you sing us out one last time?
The Absolute Escapist podcast is over, but that doesn't mean that it's over forever, because we will be back, and that is that.
Yeah.